Welcome back to the NDS. We are here at race 7 at the track that DJ EJ built. And let's take a look at qualifying. There it is. Back up. We are ready to roll here. Full field. Pace car in. Toad Warrior 75 on pole. Let's commence to the green flag to kick off the Taco Bell 400. So full field of cars going down the long straights. For the first time, some drivers will definitely get to do this more than others, as every bit of real estate is going to be important to fight over. And boy, are they going to fight so hard. Looking up front, Born Ready on the outside lane. Getting out to the lead right now as the front few are kind of keeping it their cool right now. I'm telling you, it's all just for now. Lap 1 complete. Let's take a look at the top 10 as they come across the line. Back to Zentz in that 88. Others are getting their fights in. Looking a little bit almost 3 wide here. And they do get that 3 wide racing. It's all about setting up for the corner exit, which is something Hamill did not get right there. He did not set up for that exit at all. Toad Warrior in the lead. Swooped in and passed Bourne. Exo Tiger walking it up to the top 5. And you see, like, the inside-outside lane, Angel Matfia kind of getting hanged out to dry. But it really is a matter of drafting. If you can't, like, work the lanes and get with the buddies you want, as we see, his Toad Warrior is just gone. Like, taking a look back here, you see some of the drivers fighting for those spots. But right in here, somebody could, like, go to make a move. But if they've got nobody, then what are they really doing? Like, Puck is not making up ground. Like, he got out to try to pass the 42 of Brogan. But nobody down there, really just kind of an empty threat. The front is constantly in flux of going back and forth for the lead. Born Ready on the down low, trying to keep this race away from Toad. But it is not working out. Nick Breeding at least holding top 10. His situation in points is just so close to a playoff spot, but never actually able to get one for himself. That is what he is working on right now. As Zent covers hyperdrive from his attempt to pass. All right there. Can't help but see, like, stuff that happens further back that looks like it's interesting, but it doesn't actually. Oh. Zent, he's on the lead lap. He just got put down there, and now he's back up. Did cost him a couple spots going down, but he's back up with us now as the caution is out. Toad Warrior definitely taking us to the yellow. Do not know what the yellow is for at the moment. Looking at everybody, though, they're definitely in their, like, flow state. I think when they get single file on a restart, that should be able to help them get more spread out or maybe get more calm throughout the direction of the race after the first yellow. Caution is out for Cilio Willie. Here's the replay. Wyatt Junkman just went in and bulldozed him. I think he was running like 32nd at the time. So yeah, that's what happened with the 5 and the 13. Cilio Willie still on pit road. Code Warrior bringing him down the pit. There he is going a lap down. Now, pit stops matter a lot here. I think that they're going to try and get a little bit going just to get to the end, but we'll see. Gas and go for a lot. Ben Fucks Men gets a big jump. Other drivers maybe having a good or bad time on pit road as they exit. Cilio Willie still on pits. And the 12 of Krugermeyer stayed out, but everyone else came in. So as we run down the laps, coming to a restart. Cilio Willie is out of the race. Esri 41st place. So Toad Warrior won the race off pit road, so it's top 10 back to hyperdrive. But Krugermeyer leads the race after staying out. Is an interesting gambit here. That we see some of the drivers, the winners and losers on pit road. Some lost more than others. Let's see what engine number 12 has for us. As we go green, green, green. Born ready. Looking very tough here. You know, once they get into winging out to make a pass, we'll see what they can do with it. I think Toad Warrior wasted no time at all getting around the 12. Easy money on that. And the 43 also getting past. The bottom lane is forming and they are strong. Nick Breeding holding off Exo Tiger at least for a little bit here. Seeing the inside lane working their magic, but can the outside lane mount up a defense when it matters most? Toad back out there. That one racer squiggling around. Getting on the low side of the 99. Trying something here. Nothing comes to pass so far. Portbot's got himself in the top 10. Just barely holding on to that spot. Hyperdrive back there is looking for, hungry for positions. Got good shot from Ringo. Is going to help get him down in there. Yeah, as long as everybody just stays with it here, they'll be in good position. They just need to work their way up through the pack and try to avoid any oncoming dangers. But the front few are all spaced out pretty evenly here. It's these back guys that you got to worry about. The midfield being a dangerous place. And this track, that is especially true. Definitely some give a little bit. Hamill drops another spot. The 8's trying to get himself back into a state where he can actually attack here so he can get going. But Team Duke is going to make that difficult here. And the dynamic, especially between like someone like Brogan and Ben Fucks Men, when they were going in the corner like that, Brogan had to, like, I wouldn't say give up, but kind of disengage there, not go for it. even if that meant not getting the position. Now he's got big help from the 33. The 9 is also assisting in this low line here. Right there, you can see just a further back, the mid pack. Those two lines forming. Nobody really wants to go 3 wide so far. Okay, Port is looking for it, but the 9 is kind of taking the high side, giving space. Because when you break apart that low line draft, that's when the high side works on the straightaway. Almost like instigating your own doom. But, that's neither here nor there. Nick Breeding has been wanting third place for a while, but has just never been able to muster up the run to get it. The front few are all single file where they are. A Tiger Man and a lot of hell going on outside the top 20. Hamill now back to 23rd. He is not enjoying the draft here. He's got a lot of drivers that he probably shouldn't be getting passed by, getting by him. Team Duke, one of them. Tiger Man slips in line. Hyperdrive looked like he was a middle lane for a second, but he gets back up high. Brogan and Exo Tiger are discussing for 5th. And Brogan wants to spot. If anybody's going to cut into that points lead from the 99, it's the 42. So keeping your eye on those two drivers and where they finish in relation to each other is the battle for the points lead. But also, Born Ready could make waves too. He's running 2nd. Krugemeyer just not quite being able to hold there. She is giving Breeding a run for his money, but the 54 gets the spot up to 3rd. Spots top 10 back to Port. I think this time the drivers are getting into a bit of like a flow state. But we got someone on pit road. That's the 24 of Seto. May have got roughed up here by something. It's just not been a good season to be the 24. Servicing that car. Everyone on track back to Esri and a lot of drivers near the back. Guys like Wyatt Junkman who are still struggling with all of the slower traffic. It's hard to work with drivers when they low-key kind of suck. Krugemeyer trying to hold off Brogan as the top 3 are now advancing away from the pack. Oh, they sent the 24 back out there. Get a camera on that, please. Yeah, Seto is back out there. Right around where Tiger Man and Jake are. Yeah. Back to the top 3. This is where Nick Breeding is. This perspective right here is what he's looking at. He needs a rear gunner for support, but the problem is he doesn't have one. The 12 just ain't got it compared to everyone else. And if you don't get a good corner exit like he did just now, that's a lot of ground lost for arguably nothing. Top 20. Top 30. Top 40, where the lead lap cars are. Portbot's looking for a spot. It's a little bit more in the top 10. Just every position matters, especially inside the top 10. That's where it extra matters. Ben fucks men on the high side there. And Brogan is trying to crack the case on the 12. That has been like this frustrating detail here. That if he could just get this slow car out of here, maybe we could help run down the top 3. That one racer is making the pass as well, but 10 made it look easy. Cody Goforth just surviving, chilling, looking for a top 15 and more. You know, I mean, a good finish is appreciated, but they never settle until they get an even better finish. So he's running where he is. Nick Breeding having to hold off Brogan as Born Ready goes for the lead. He doesn't quite get there, but he's going to try it, solo it around the 91. Born Ready is attempting something as Brogan takes third from Nick Breeding. Toad Warrior, Born Ready. That's the problem with Born Ready trying to solo it. Toad just has that more room to run the higher line exit. And that's just what kneecaps Born Ready's ability to get in on the 91. Brogan is a guy who has a good car, though. He is running good time right now. And as we see Krugmeyer's fall through the top 10, it's kind of starting to happen now. I mean, the gamble was probably worth it, but we're going to have to start seeing something else from the 12 team. I don't think this is it. Nick Breeding trying the high side around Brogan. Just kind of leave him out there. But the problem is the 10 of that one racer could easily screw you over in the corner. Thankfully, that doesn't happen because he's taken fire from the 33, but that could have easily have gone wrong for Nick Breeding if he just didn't play his cards right. Born Ready has to use high side momentum to preserve second. Meanwhile, 3 wide, almost, Hyperdrive has to disengage from that, and that's going to cost him potentially a spot on port. A big gap back where Jake runs 16th and a couple others, and not sure if Seto has anything to do with it, but top 20 back to Team Duke. So definitely somebody's doing something wrong breaking it up like this. Derek Hamill sitting 22nd. RBV and Eric Monaco. Mako rounding out to 25th, and others that are struggling here that are kind of in the backpack where the 20 are. You can see them here. Wyatt Junkman especially. He's way in the back and not having a good time. Oh, look at this. Oh, Nick Breeding and that one racer, they just dropped down to abandon Born Ready. Oh, Racer's trying to 3 wide it. This might be Born Ready's savior as they go like this. The 10 and the 54 both run out of momentum. Oh, the 10 takes all the spots. That one Racer up to second. Hyperdrive just kind of searching for a little bit of room here. And now you can see where Krugmeyer is all the way back to that next group. Exo Tiger in 9th. So a 9-car breakaway for the lead, relatively speaking. Tiger Man in 10th now. As the caution is out. A long time no see for the yellow, but we have a race to get back to the line. Hyperdrive trying to 3 wide. Doesn't do it. Toad Warrior 75 is going to lead him back to the yellow. This has been Toad Warrior's race has been doing very good right now. I think I know what the second caution is for. I switched that TV2 specifically to try to get a glimpse of it. Well, I don't think it was Mako. It wasn't Mako. Was it Mako? No, it was Cocoa Latte. Oh, Misty Viper goes in on the 43. That's going to be a hard wreck in the wall. Cocoa Latte spinning down the track. Gets it back gathered up. Oh, and gets hit by Mako Kit. Oh, and that stacks up some cars. Oh, J Money and Karane mainly got into it there. Kind of see from this perspective everything that goes through that 67's head. Cocoa Latte getting hit by Mako Kit hard. And drivers having to take evasive action to get around. Oh, Karane, Inda, J Money. Mainly the fancy drivers that got into the 67 there. Mako is destroyed. And right here, this is risky here now because got split strategy, which I don't like that. I mean, the 12 pitted, but a lot more aside from the 12 pitted, so take a look. So the drivers that stayed out were Toad Warrior, Portbot, Angel Madfia, Macaroni, and Beach Brutus stayed out. Seto is a lap down, doesn't count. Born Ready, the first of those that pitted. Racer, Nick Breeding, Canadian Lux, Hyperdrive, Exo Tiger, Zent, Tigerman, Team Duke, Ben Fucks Men. I think Pit Road has been a busy place. The 20 looks a little crinkled in, but it might be the model just being stupid. Oh, that's not what we wanted. I want to get a good look on the lights. Darkest Presence's pace car looks as good as ever. That's Toad Warrior in the lead. So the 13, 51, 67, and 43 out of the race. 37 on the lead lap back to J Money. Top 10 look like that. Back to Hyperdrive. And 5 cars stayed out. So Ben Fucks Men is the 10th driver to have pitted. But we got a lot more than that staying out on track. Guys like Macaroni and Beach Brutus, they'll be interesting to see what they can get cooked up because they are going to be in the danger zone here as we go back green. Toad Warrior 75. Got to hold him off. Green, 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 green. I think that was a good restart for the high lane. Look at Angel Madfia. He's going to try to go 3 wide on Seto. Seto kind of caught sleeping at the wheel. So it all works out for the top 3 so far, but the drivers behind are fighting for the spots. Born Ready down low. Born, the one I'm going to keep my eye on. If a top 2 fight for the lead. Portbot's out there. And 3 wide. Born Ready's looking to clear all these fantasy snobs. Look at Beach Brutus make a move. Fight for the lead. Portbot, Toad Warrior, side by side. Outside momentum prevails for Toad for now. Port goes a second. Right now, everybody is slamming on the back of both the 15 and the 48. Nick Breeding finds a way up high. Tiger Man's trying to go low. Nick Breeding has the advantage in this situation. But 33 is looking good. Just outside the top 10. Actually, he's in the top 10 now. A couple of those drivers on the high side are losing spots. Look at these switching up of the lanes. High, low, high, low. Misty Viper getting down low. The exchange is at full swing right now. Tiger Man has no drafting help down there. Where Nick Breeding is, as Toad Warrior gets away with the lead. Second and third draft with each other. The 9 goes down there. Tiger Man back in line. Seto is just kind of maintaining, but being a lap down really does sting. You can see everybody who is kind of like flip-flopping, exchanging for those positions. Hyperdrive all over the back of Nick Breeding, but Nick is able to swoop through the corner. Top three are all kind of on an island back there. Honestly, if you're one of these faster cars, you need to get yourself away from Macaroni or Beach Brutus. They are not who you want to work with. Speaking of not who you want to work with, look at what is going on back here. A mess of spots just inside the top 20. Zentz, Hamill, fight for it. RBV having a good day in the 15th position. Brogan 99's back here. He must have lost some spots on pit road. That's a dangerous place to fight for it. So unfortunate for the 42 to have it come down like that if he doesn't get a good finish. The top three are pulling away, but Nick Breeding has gotten past Seto. Born Ready's back there, rounding out the top five. Nick is there. Born is there. Hyperdrive sixth. Macaroni's trying to settle in line, but he can't. They're all just going to gap that 48. Beach Bruce in the 15 back there as well. Yellow's out. The top three are all lined up, but oh, I think we see a car smoking back there. It might be Kyle D. Nick Breeding is looking pretty good if the strategy plays in his hands. It's just a wait and see moment. He's going to line up fourth on the restart, but the caution is out now. The holster the chaos until late race, so we'll see what happened. Oh, it was Team Duke. Oh, Team Duke got himself smoked by Brogan going into the corner. Thankfully, everybody in the immediate vicinity goes to avoid it. But no such luck for Kyle D. Oh! A slam and a half for the 6. Not looking good for either of these drivers. Out of the race. All right. Take a look at any available pitters. The top 3 stay out. I think the others are also going to stay out as well. Oh, but 12 of Krugermeyer comes in. A little smushed up. I mean, going from bad to worse for the 12 team, I'd say. But nothing to really worry about. So sometimes careers just sunset into the midfield. Also, another news right here is that this is going to be an inline restart. So I think this comes to the benefit of Nick Breeding and Born Ready. Those are the two you want to keep your eyes on. The top 3 have been kind of sitting out there on their old tires for a while. So that is where I'm at right now. The 20, the 6, and the 21 are out of the race. 34 cars lead lap back to Krugermeyer. J Money and others that are kind of nursing some damage around, kind of just outside the top 25. Kind of had bad days or other ailments. But right now, the front of the field has some shit to say. Top 20. Top 30. In the back. But in the front, green, green, green for Toad Warrior. Let's see what he got to do with it. And looking immediately, but 33 and 38 take each other low on Seto. I think Seto, once that 24 gets to a good flow state, she can race with him. It's just the restarts that kick her ass. And Nick Breeding is not fucking around. He is taking the fight directly to this shit. He's solo. We're trying to solo the 71 down low, but that could be a bit of a tall task even for him. He's keeping up with it, though. Nick has got himself probably the best car within shot of making moves. Born Ready, Tiger Man, both putting the Jazz on the 71. As positions are volleying left and right. Angel Madfia's up high. Think he's still going to drop some of that spot. Top 10 back to Canadian Lux. Macaroni trying to hold a decent finish. So is Beach Brutus. These guys back here like Exo Tiger, Derek Hamill are none too pleased. But these fantasy drivers have taken the risk to try to get a good finish. And that's what they're going to try and do. Exo Tiger trying to get underneath. Toad Warrior, Port. Nick Breeding is way out for third. They're getting isolated out near the front. They need to get drafted back up with each other to have any sort of battle going on. Fortunes can change at this track. So we'll see what it's got. Toad Warrior is just wanting this thing to end with him at peace. There's the back shot of the top 10. His drivers are all frustrating each other for these last bit of positions. We saw Hamill there trying to get into the top 15, but now he's just dropping spots low side, or to the low side. Just nothing that he can really do about this. Nick Breeding and Born Ready. This is for third, and they are going to be all over each other running this thing. Born Ready's more interested in making a pass and actually getting up to it. We saw how good that 54 was on the initial jump, but maybe with the fall off starting to kick in for everybody here. But that wouldn't really make much sense because they have to. Because then those guys that stayed out that extra time would fall off even harder. Portbot managing second, but so far Toad Warrior has just been on his own league right now. That one racer on the inside. Looking for a spot to take. That 10 is looking mighty fine. And yeah, like these dingalinguses are messing around with each other that they can't actually work to get the leader. Born Ready has been trying to secure his own spots that he can't actually work with anyone else. At the very least, Porkbot and Toad Warrior are probably driving pretty rough right now. They need to work with each other, but also Toad Warrior is like insistently fearing that if he lets Port anywhere near him, that he could lose this race. Angel Madfia has dropped all the way to 10th. He might have been the weakest link in that top 3 that stayed out. But I think it's once you get a little bit of that offline or dirty air, that's when it really begins to kill your run. That's why the top 2 have been able to survive for as long as they did. Tiger Man has been put up on the top side of this one right here. Toad Warrior and Portbot coming to 2 to go. And Bourne is... This looks like an act of sabotage almost, but I assure you, he is the greediest motherfucker on this planet. Additionally, Hamill is locking the fuck in for a bit extra track position right here. If he can get a top 15, that'd be pretty good. Other drivers looking for top 20 runs. RBV, Jake, Ringo, Cody Goforth just needs a couple more spots, but we'll see what he can get here. Right now, Toad and Port. White flag in the air. One more time around. But 91 just has to hold him off. Portbot, too close. And it just feels frustrating if he can't get it in. He's got himself a run. Watch this. Portbot has to take what he can get. If he feels comfortable with the run, he'll take it. It looks like it's fizzling out just at the end of the straight. Not enough dice. The 91 holds off. All comers. Toad Warrior 75 is going to dominate to a win today. Portbot sits second place as the others pour across the line. The positions they fought for. That mean a lot. J Money last to finish. I mean, it was a good run. I really thought the gamble would pay out for some of the other drivers, but it just wasn't meant to be. The 91 lays victorious today. As we take a look where the other drivers all ended up. Some running their best races while others just kind of struggling to finish it off. That's all we have for this race. We will see you next time. Take care.